Sometimes the biggest surprises come from the smallest fighters. When the underestimated step up, the cocky fall hard.
Oh, what a shot!
In this video, we will show you 8 battles where giants were beaten by fighters half their size, demonstrating that size doesn't always matter. In his first mixed martial arts fight, Butterbean faced a Japanese samurai in an open weight affair at K1 Premium 2003 Dynamite. Despite his massive size disadvantage, Sudo managed to make short work of his opponent, running circles around the knockout machine for the entire first round.
やはりまずはこの距離ですね。
そうですね。もう本当に内側からの連携見て、須藤選手膝を狙ってますね。
そのようですね。今日はバタービーンの膝に向かって足を飛ばしていきたいと。ただこれはもうとにかく対戦するボクサーがいずれもパワーの太った人だと思ったところで僕は食べなきゃいけないんです。
In the second, Sudo was able to scramble on the bottom, catching the big man with a nasty heel hook.
下からガードポジションのバタービーン。いやバタービーンがすごく
ただ、ちゃんとホールドしますよね、胴体をね。
やってますね。
やってます。
きちんとガードポジションに入っています。ヒール入っている。さあバタービーンが入る。耐える。ここで時間。いやここで第1ラウンド。幸運が立ちました。
In a fight that felt like a real-life comic book battle, 5 feet 4 inches, Ramos and Formiga took on the towering 6 feet 6 inches, Roger Dillette. It was a true David versus Goliath showdown. Formiga didn't waste a second and immediately shot for a takedown, going right at the giant without hesitation. Dillette, with his massive frame and 265-pound weight, tried to use his strength to overwhelm the much smaller Brazilian. But Formiga stayed focused, using his experience to find the right moment. Before long, he managed to get top control, surprising everyone in the crowd. With precision and skill, Formiga transitioned to an armbar, forcing the giant to his knees. Dillette struggled to escape, but Formiga's grip was too tight. In the end, the smaller fighter's technique won out, making it a stunning victory that left fans in awe. It was a powerful reminder that size doesn't always guarantee success in the cage. Sometimes skill and heart make all the difference. The year was 1986, and the boxing world was buzzing as a young Mike Tyson stepped into the ring against 6 feet 6 inches tall with 80 inches reach Joseph Ribalta. Tyson was the unstoppable force, a knockout machine known for destroying his opponents in the early rounds. While on the other hand, Ribalta, coming off a 4-fight winning streak, towered over Tyson with a significant height and reach advantage. From the opening bell, Tyson, already known for his brutal power and relentless aggression, set the tone. He wasted no time, charging at Ribalta with a series of powerful hooks and uppercuts.
He knows the way that Tyson's... Big right hand again, but Ribalta stays right there.
Ribalta, with a significant height and reach advantage, tried to keep Tyson at bay, using his jab to create distance. But Tyson's head movement and explosive footwork quickly closed the gap, allowing him to land devastating blows to the body and head.
And there was an uppercut. What a shot.
As the fight progressed, Tyson's dominance became clearer. His relentless pressure and body shots started to take their toll on Ribalta, who was visibly slowing down. By the 10th round, it was apparent that Tyson's power and intensity were too much for Ribalta to handle.
Oh, another big left hand. Oh, what a shot. And that's a fighter.
Tyson's TKO victory was yet another step in his rise to becoming a legendary heavyweight champion. Ribalta may not have won, but his courage and durability earned him the respect of fans and critics alike, showing that he could stand toe-to-toe with one of the most feared punchers in boxing history. The tension was high leading up to the showdown between Daniel Dubois and Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
The size of my nuts, it brings the size of my nuts. Shrimp, we're gonna turn the shrimp and fry. We're gonna glaze them, we're gonna grill them, we're gonna broil them. Either way, the shrimp gonna get cooked. Tune in.
Big Baby. Every baby has a daddy.
and I'm gonna beat you like I'm your daddy.
The buildup was filled with heated exchanges, intense face-offs, and bold predictions, with both fighters promising a knockout and no one expecting the match to go the distance. When the fight began, Dubois wasted no time asserting himself, using his powerful jab to keep Miller at bay. Miller, with his size and experience, walked through the early shots, trying to close the distance and force Dubois into a brawl.
Enough with those big arms.
Fifth jab, he felt that Miller, 333 pounds.
Dubois landed heavy punches in the first few rounds, showcasing his power, but Miller's toughness and relentless pressure pushed Dubois to fight on the back foot.
He's got to be careful, Dubois, keep drawing.
Paul sat down on those punches.
Yeah, Dubois, throw Dubois over the king.
I've got a 30-27 by Dubois.
I like that.
As the rounds went on, Dubois' punches began to find their mark, and his power shots started to take a toll on Miller, who slowed down under the weight of Dubois' relentless assault.
Left here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, including Jarrell.
In the 10th round, Dubois landed a crisp right hand that wobbled Miller, forcing him to retreat.
Big shots from Dubois.
Sensing the end, Dubois pressed forward, unleashing a series of combinations that left Miller unable to defend himself, prompting the referee to stop the fight. Dubois' victory was a statement win, silencing his critics and proving he had the power and grit to overcome a tough opponent like Miller. The fight between Badr Hari and Choi Hong Man had everyone talking. Badr Hari, known for his knockout power and aggressive style, was ready to prove he's still one of the best in the heavyweight kickboxing world.
Hari knocks people out.
Choi Hong Man, the massive South Korean giant, stood at 7 feet tall and had a reputation for his strength and size. But many questioned if he could handle Hari's speed and skill. The buildup was filled with excitement and fans eager to see how their styles would clash. In the early rounds, Hari quickly showed his speed and skill, landing sharp punches and kicks to Choi's body and head.
That's it, Kung Man Choi.
The second round was more of the same, with Hari's combination of speed and power overwhelming Choi, who seemed slow and unable to keep up with the pace. As the fight entered the later rounds, Choi started to show signs of fatigue, and Hari took full advantage. Hari targeted Choi's ribcage with punches and kicks in the third round.
Choi. And that see the excellence of execution in right side of the carcass here. Almost covering over that river. It is blocked. Can Hari go to the body a few more times?
Choi's corner threw in the towel after 3 rounds due to a rib injury resulting in knockout for Badr Hari. Claudio stepped into the ring against Dominic, who had a big size advantage with 35 centimeters in height and 35 kilograms in weight. Despite the odds, Claudio quickly took control of the fight, coming forward with strong attacks. The Romanian kept up the pressure, determined to win. In the second round, Dominic took a hard hit, a powerful back fist from Claudio. It wasn't long before Dominic was down on the canvas again. As the fight continued, Dominic's corner decided to stop the match due to a leg injury, giving Claudio the TKO victory. The year was 2009, and the WBA Heavyweight Championship was on the line. It was a classic matchup between the massive Russian giant Nikolai Valuev, who stood 7 feet tall and weighed over 300 pounds, and the much smaller but faster English fighter, David Haye. In the build-up, both fighters were vocal about their confidence, each promising to outmaneuver and outsmart the other.
Here he is, the biggest heavyweight champion.
The Haymaker!
From the start, Haye stuck to a smart game plan, using his speed and footwork to stay out of Valuev's reach. He moved around the ring, throwing quick combinations and avoiding Valuev's heavy punches. Valuev, with his enormous size, tried to use his jab to keep Haye at a distance, but Haye was elusive, often ducking and weaving to land punches before moving out of range.
He's having to produce something he's never produced before.
And time him, that good right hand again, glancing blow, but a good punch.
Valuev may feel that his time will come. That's where Haye doesn't want to be.
Taking a lot of the steam out of Valuev. Valuev fainting now.
For much of the fight, Haye's strategy paid off, landing clean shots while staying away from Valuev's slower but dangerous punches.
Valuev has not landed a punch this round with a couple. From Hay. Technique and what he's doing, not
A lot more positive late on in the fight here.
In the final rounds, Hay increased his aggression, landing a strong left hook in the 12th round that briefly stunned Valuev.
With a left hook, what a finish here! Hey!
victory here is knockout, and he's shown he's got the power to achieve that.
He made Valuev look very silly.
Although there was no knockout, Hay's tactics and clean hits were enough to sway the judges. When the scorecards were read, David Hay won by a majority decision, becoming the new WBA heavyweight champion.
The WBA heavyweight champion of the world!
Tomorrow night, when it comes on and I get you in the ring, you ain't gonna have to worry about no heat, because I'm gonna bring some oil for you and a little cooking grease, and I'm gonna turn up the heat. And I got a couple of pies in my bag I want you to warm up, because when the heat comes down, I'm the Tower Inferno. I bring the real heat.
In a rematch after their first encounter, Hemi Ahio, eager to secure another victory over the towering 7-foot veteran Julius Long. Ahio, known for his aggressive style and power punches, faced a considerable size disadvantage against the much taller and longer-reaching Long, who relied on his jab and experience to keep opponents at a distance. The tension leading up to the fight was high, as both fighters were determined to make a statement. In the early rounds, Ahio focused on closing the gap, using his speed and movement to slip past Long's jab and land hard shots to the body and head.
Staying in that southpaw position. Big bomb starting to come now. Choppy shots.
Despite Long's attempts to keep Ahio at bay with his long reach, the Kiwi fighter's persistence paid off as he landed